Hello everyone, this is Lackluster here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at some of the best multiplayer Switch games in my opinion. This is one of my older videos, so if there is any audio problems, it shouldn't reflect on your view of the channel today, because, you know, it's my old channel, or from my old channel. Well, without further ado, let's get into it.
First, I'm going to start with everyone's favorite Mario Karting game, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, a very famous karting game featuring Mario, as I already said, as he throws items at his best pals. What a great game to start off the list. Very less violent. It's rated E. This game's a blast. If you ever played Mario Kart, I don't know why you don't have this. And if you do have this, let's move on. Get on to ARMS, the unappreciated fighting game for the Switch. Not the best fighting game, but we'll get to that one later. ARMS is a great and very inventive game, using motion controls and many other things like stick controls, like a normal person would do, to beat up your pals. It's a very fun game, but again, not the best fighting game on the Switch, but much recommended and very unappreciated for some reason. Now let's get on to multiplayer on the line. Platoon II is one of the best multiplayer online games. You're welcome, very good statement. And it's a blast. If you have people with the Switch, which you can only play with people with other Switches, then I'd get this game. You know, not a good couch multiplayer game, but a good online multiplayer game. Definitely better than some of the other games on this list. Get on to Rocket League. If you don't have this game on the PC already, then pick it up for the Switch. It's a sports game. It's mostly fun online, I'll say that, but it is kind of annoying that you can only play with private matches on the line. This is probably my least recommended game on the list, so take that with a grain of salt. But it is a great game, a sports game nonetheless, but it's not really a sports game, so more like Mario Kart Battle. So let's go on to the next part. I'm going to say that a lot and I'm sorry. Next up on the list is Overcooked, a fun multiplayer game that I actually played with my sister and my friends, so I'd recommend this game, yes, like every other game on the list. I don't know why I had to say that. Anyways, this game may seem weird because it is a cooking game, but don't get me wrong. This game is an amazing masterpiece. You'll have a blast with your friends. Just trust me on that. There's no online, so if you play online with your pals a lot, I wouldn't recommend this game. But if you don't, then $25 on the Switch, not that bad. Now, Pokken Tournament, the better fighting game from ARMS. This is expected though. Bandai Namco is known for fighting games such as Tekken. I believe that's the one that they make. I'm sorry if I offended any of you guys, but this is also my second favorite fighting game of all time. I don't know why I'm doing it. It's just fun to see the little thing go up and everything. I'm sorry. So, it's the second best fighting game series besides Smash Bros. Obviously, which didn't release on the Switch, but if it did, then that would be the highest recommended game on this list, even if it isn't sort of the Wii U game. But we don't know that yet. So, yeah, this is a great game. It's Pokimane, so all them little Pokimane fans are gonna like it, and Pikachu's the best. The Decidueye is a pretty horrible and annoying character online. But, you know, let's not get into that. We're not really talking about online right now. And next up is my favorite game on this list, Kirby Star Allies. Well, this game didn't release yet. It's gonna release in like a month or so. But already this game looks amazing. 4 players, platforming game. It's just a mix, a match made in heaven. And it's also Kirby, which is the best 2D platforming series. Because Mario's the best 3D. Well, let's move on now. Next up is Donkey Konga. Okay. No, it's not. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze for the Nintendo Switch. This game's hard, but it's 2-player multiplayer, which is why I would recommend Star Allies over it. But a lot of people would probably disagree with that for a single-player standpoint. But I still think this game is gonna be great. I played it on the Wii U a bit. I don't know why, but I returned it. I have no idea why I did that. So, guess this game. Coming out May the 4th of 2018, and if you're not watching Star Wars by then you could be playing Donkey Kong and Funky Kong with new Funky Mode. Wow. Finally, for a upcoming game, we have Yoshi for the Switch, a two-player platforming game similar to Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, but this is a bit more family-friendly, with, you know, Donkey Kong being a pretty tough game, honestly, and Yoshi typically not being a tough game series. But this game seems to be a pretty good game. If you want to base it off of Woolly World and Yoshi's Island, some of the best platformers ever made in my opinion, then yeah, I'd probably pre-order this game. It has rumors that it's going to come out June 29th, and yes, I knew that from the top of my head. Yoshi's my favorite Nintendo character. Please don't judge me. So, yeah, if it is, then June is going to be a pretty eventful month with E3. So yeah, I'd recommend this game too, if that's kind of obvious, because it's
Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this kind of video, please consider subscribing to the channel. And remember to check out more stuff by me and my good paper pals or partners or whatever. And remember to have a paperlicious day and goodbye.